A lot of people know that for a long time I've been helping financial advisors pass exams, and they ask me how I can help them too. You and I appreciate you have a massive challenge. It's difficult to find the time to revise. It takes an enormous amount of energy and effort. There's a ton of information you're expected to know. It's not a walk in the park. Revising is time away from looking after your clients and business. Lost opportunity costs are substantial. Having to take the same exam repeatedly really hurts your confidence, self-esteem, and reputation. All in all, this whole exam business can be horribly stressful. Not everyone taking exams realizes that the toughest problem we face is that we're actually hardwired to forget. Evolution has seen to it that we automatically forget older information in favor of newer information on the basis that more recent intel is more likely to keep us alive. Very useful, but not when it comes to exams. It usually means that financial advisors, for all their hard work revising, are forgetting as fast as they learn, and that doesn't feel at all good. You see, we humans are so good at forgetting, you'll have forgotten about 80% of what you've learned within 24 hours, and much of that after just 10 minutes. Really? And to add insult to injury, you'll continue forgetting ad infinitum. And as if that's not a big enough problem, piled on top of it is our own human nature. To solve a problem, we do what we know. Well, we'd have to, wouldn't we? That's all we've got. And if it doesn't work, we do the same thing, only harder. Of course, if it didn't work to start with, it's highly unlikely to work if you simply do more of it. But if that's all we've got, then it's all we've got. Which brings me to another obvious problem. We're not taught how to learn the sort of information you get in the classroom. So maybe you've been reading and rereading your textbook until you send your brain to sleep. Highlighting your textbook so enthusiastically that there's barely any white page left. Have you been beautifully typing up your notes into a Word document using a computer? Maybe copying out every word of your textbook, anxious you won't have time to tackle more than the first few pages. Perhaps you've been attempting to follow the advice of well-meaning colleagues when what they suggest doesn't seem to work for you. Because none of these things work. But you know that already, don't you? To compound the problem, we rarely discover how our brain prefers to learn the sort of information you need to know for your diploma, advanced, or indeed any financial services exams. Because there are differences between us. For example, some people get on really well with mind maps, others with audio recordings. Some people would do well with a study buddy, but for others, it's the last thing they should be contemplating. How are you supposed to know what will suit you best? You can waste a lot of time trying to find out. And if that's not enough, many professionals go into their exam believing they know their subject. After all, they're around this information every day. It's familiar stuff. And then they're surprised when they fail. The problem is, familiarity isn't mastery. I want you to go into that exam so sure of what you want to say that the examiner cannot not give you the marks you deserve. How do you do that? My name is Lisa Toffley, and I'm a memory and mindset coach. I've been working with people like you for a long time, and I understand the issues facing busy financial advisors. And so I've created a foolproof system designed especially to solve your specific exam problems. It's called Genius Material Velocity. So what? What will Genius Material do for you? You'll save hours and hours of time, money, and frustration. It means that you will be constantly working towards an accumulation of knowledge and the surety of passing each exam first time. It also means you'll have fun, a renewed motivation, and increased self-esteem and confidence. You'll be able to hold your head up high at work and home and achieve your personal and professional goals in record time, creating the career and life you deserve. Once you know how to learn, as you see in the blue area here, instead of forgetting 80% of what you've just learnt, and within minutes too, You'll remember 80% forever. That's got to be more useful to you, hasn't it? You've only got to see the many, many testimonials on my website to see how many financial advisors just like you struggled with exams, often retaking them umpteen times before discovering how to pass them with flying colours. Here, briefly, are a few of them. John is among the many financial planners to have failed their exam multiple times, in his case AF3, twice, before he came on board my programme. Here's what happened next. I took AF3 pension planning in October. Passed it. See, the proof's in the pudding. Sarah also found me after previous exam disappointment. This time she scored 81%. Robert McDonald wanted his advanced diploma. He took J4, J05 and AF3 all in one sitting. He says, I used to faff writing notes, trying to memorize things, train crash learning style. His result? Lisette helped me become chartered financial planner. He made it, and in one go. Martin got a distinction. Maria, 89% after just 5 weeks. Pedro passed RO3, RO4, RO2, J10, RO8, RO5 and LP2 in 2 months and is well on his way to chartered status. Having failed AF twice before, Era got her chartered status. An enormous number of financial advisors have turned their results and businesses round by becoming Genius Material. Want to know more? Here's what you get when you join the Genius Material Velocity program. Genius Zone. We profile you to discover your preferred and best learning style. In other words, how your brain likes to work. You'll watch a few introductory videos so we hit the ground running when you spend a day with me. You'll bring the textbooks and resources you're working from, and you'll have my undivided attention. You'll discover how to have your brain make a pattern of the information and send it to your long-term memory. And you'll learn a quick and motivating system to keep that information in your brain, not just until the exam, but forever. I will stay with you until you pass your exam. Who else do you know who'll do that for you? Genius Material is the only program in existence that works with the exact material you're learning, uses techniques best suited to your preferred and best way of learning, and provides such a high level of support. It means that in next to no time, your revision will be quicker, easier, and fun. You'll begin to accumulate knowledge instead of forgetting it, and you'll start passing exams first time instead of 4th or 5th time, with pass marks around 80%, and that's good for the self-esteem and confidence. If this sounds interesting to you and you want to find out more about how I can help you succeed, let's hop on a 30-minute call so I can understand your career goals and the challenges you're facing passing your exams. If I can help you reach your goals, I'll tell you how. If I can't, I'll point you in the right direction. So please stop struggling on your own. Book a call with me now and you'll discover how to pass your exams easily.